Alright, so this morning we've got a rare day free, so we're going to do Drovers Hill. This is another walk. That's the caretaker's cottage. 1.5 hour return walk. Everyone raves about how good a view it is up there, so we'll take it on. View of the camp there. We'll take you up Drovers Walk.
And none of that is recording.
A little way up, about quarter of the way, because they say there's a yellow chair midway. So that's the camp in there. That's the Gillies mountain range through, and that's that V I was talking about where West McDonald Range hits the Gillies range. And that, sorry, is the West McDonald Range there. The V is there. Sorry about that. So that's West McDonald Range to the right, and that you can walk from camp across the top of that mountaintop or along the bottom. It takes about 4 days, 4 or 5 days to get across. Part's closed due to fire on the other side. Stanley Chasm, Simpson Gap Way.
You can get as far as Stanley Chasm. You can get as far as Stanley Chasm coming in at the McDonald Ranges side. But coming in from our side, which is over the Larapinta Walk, you can get as far as, I can't think of the name of it, you can get to Fish Hole from us, and there's one more walk campground, and then you get to Simpson's Gap, I think, and you can't go any further. Simpson's Gap's closed because of the fire.
So yep, you can walk out of the camp. Like I say, there's a gate down there, Larapinta Walk, which takes you either on the bottom of that canyon or across the top of it, depends on how game you are, into Stanley Chasm and West McDonald Ranges. It takes about 5, 6, 7 days, depends on how far you walk each day. But
Well, I think there's two different walks, so you can go over into West McDonald Ranges, which takes you to Stanley Chasm, which as a drive we did it while we were at Alice Springs, and it took us what, probably an hour, hour and a half,
yep,
to get from Alice Springs to Stanley Chasm driving. So you can walk that walk from here, and they say it's about 4 or 5 days. There's campgrounds all the way along, so you can camp it obviously. And while we were at Kings Canyon, we went to a water hole. Do you remember the name of the water hole?
that's Simpson's Gap.
No, it's not. At Kings Canyon we went to a water hole there, and there is actually a walk, so you can do like the rim walk of Kings Canyon.
You're over in the wrong part of the national park.
No, and you can do the Gillies walk, which brings you over to the Gillies mountain, brings you out onto Larapinta, and that ends up, I think, taking you about 2 weeks to do that walk. But it's from Kings Canyon, which is maybe like a 4 or 5 hour drive.
A little bit further up the hill, opens up to the camp again, and through the ranges down there. That's Larapinta Trail directly opposite. That's the 5 or 6 day walk you can do from here into Stanley Chasm, Owens Gap, that area which is over that way. Beautiful day, no clouds out, light wind just to keep it nice and cool for us to do the walk. It's fairly goat tracky type walk.
Scrambling.
We're just discussing if we could bring mother-in-law up, but I don't think we will.
Nah.
Too dangerous.
I'm not bringing mum up.
Too dangerous for her to come up.
She's 85.
85, she's keen for a walk, but this is pretty much challenging. You've got to go
Yeah.
pretty much rock scrambling to
My
get to it.
brother can do it.
Yeah,
Michael can run up it.
you need to have a fair bit of experience walking for this one. Rock scrambling. Starts off easy, but it just gets harder as the rock scramble gets steeper. But it's worth it. We're probably, I don't know, a quarter way up. Allegedly there's a yellow seat which is halfway. We haven't seen a halfway.
They reckon it's an hour and a half return walk.
Hour and a half return walk. We're going to take it slow.
That's for the young at heart and the very fit.
I think that's for kiddies that come here for camps and the teachers take them up here and the instructors take them up here and down in the one trip, an hour and a half. But if you take your time, you can enjoy the view, and the view's spectacular, as you can see. You just savour the view while you do it.
Well, we're noticing
We are noticing it's
the
challenging.
difference of being up higher to sitting down at camp. When we're down at camp, it just looks like a flat area that goes to the cliff face, but it's actually not. It's got hills in there.
Yeah, we've just noticed this hill in front of us.
Yeah.
That, as Narelle was saying, if we were sitting at our fireplace, which our hut's there, or our house, and so our view is directly across there to Gillies. So if we were sitting there, you'd swear it's just a flat and then the cliff face, but we've just noticed there's a
great big mountain
mountain in the middle
in the middle.
that we've never known about. But that's Gillies Ranges. So the other side of that is Stewart Highway, which takes you into Alice Springs, which at a guess would be bound between that gap down there. It's a 75-80k drive from here, and 30k of that is dirt road from our driveway to Tanami Road. Tanami Road, single bitumen, road train central. There's lots of road trains through there, so if you do travel, you've got to have a UHF and you've got to have it on 40 so you can tell the road trains what you're doing, because they'll just come straight at you. They won't, they'll give you time to pull over, but you know, they've got a schedule to keep, so they stay on the bitumen.
Common sense.
Common sense prevail. Pull over and stop for a road train or slow right down.
Oh, if you don't hit the road train, you're going to hit his dust.
That's it.
You can't see a thing in the dust.
But that's the camp from a height, as we see it. We'll keep pushing on and see what awaits us at the top. Talking of the yellow seat,
Here we are.
literally 50 metres away. Anyhow, gives you a nice outlook
Wildflowers
of the
are starting
camp.
to come out.
Wildflowers are starting to kick off.
Yeah.
Some birds are coming back. We've got black cockatoos settling in trees at the creek bed. We've got what we think's a kite. Two making a nest in the tree near the house. Galahs are in plenty.
Pigeons.
Top-notch pigeons are all over. We've seen a couple of green parrots, eastern ringnecks. They call them eastern ringnecks.
Settled at home, they just fly through.
Haven't landed, they just fly
Damn it.
through.
Oh, that breeze is beautiful.
So there's the camp from halfway up. And this is what greets you at the top of Drovers Hill. Little marker that schools have made. Top of Drovers Hill. It's overlooking another range over that way. I'll get up and have a look in a moment. But this is the top of Drovers Hill. Shortest walk. Oh, Memorial Walk's shorter, but everybody says this is the best spot for a sunrise or a sunset. I don't doubt it would be. But yep, top of Drovers Hill. What we got here. Bit strenuous in some parts as you've got to rock crawl it. But anyone who's moderately fit can do it. Just wear your proper walking shoes, sensible sort of things like that. So yeah, top of Drovers Hill. It does link around somewhere with another walk, but we're not going to do it. This is enough for today.
Ah, look at this.
Someone's put a little shelter up,
Shelter.
or attempted to build a little shelter. It's interesting. Maybe one of the school camps that was out during the week might have had a bit of a lesson in how to make a shelter if you're stuck in the bush. They do, the camps that come out do teach life skills to kids, bush skills. But can't see much because of the growth.
Yep, we're making our way back down. Doing our little rock scrambling. Okay, he's crossing up and here I go.